Have you ever been wandering around in the wilderness and found something truly bizarre? Maybe it was an everyday object that was strangely out of place. Or even the original Star Wars set for Tatooine. More on that later. Whether you've discovered a terrifying deep-sea creature or a random teddy bear in the woods, we can all relate to finding weird things that seem out of place. But today, we will be taking a look at 10 of the strangest things that have ever been found in the middle of nowhere. 10. Star Wars is a series that needs no introduction. However, if you've been living with your head in the clouds for the last 40 years, we should probably mention that it is one of the greatest selling movie franchises of all time. The series has made its producers nearly $10 billion since its initial release, and this number continues to grow each day.
Look what you have made.
Tatooine has been a part of the Star Wars universe since the original film was released back in 1977. It has provided us with some of the most iconic scenes in the series and played a pivotal role in the plot of the movie. But did you know that the village of Tatooine was not just a set or a prop that was built for the movie and torn down afterward? Nearly the entire city of Tatooine still stands to this day and is visited by traveling to the middle of a desert in Toujours, Tunisia. Nearly all of the buildings and structures from the original film are still intact, and much of the prop pipework can still be seen on the outside of the huts and buildings. The location can be a bit difficult to find, but it is incredible to see how well the props and structures have lasted over the years. They look virtually identical to how they did in the original film. And who knows, the directors and cast may revisit the location one day for a follow-up film. We will have to wait and see.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
9. Very few people are likely to remember the Nickelodeon live-action series Hey Dude. The show aired from 1989 to 1991 and was one of Nick's first attempts at creating a live-action television series. The show wasn't very well received, which is likely why it only lasted for 2 or 3 years. Nickelodeon has hardly even mentioned the show since it was canceled, and nearly all fans and viewers have forgotten about the series entirely. However, a key element of the show was a ranch known as the Bar None Ranch. The majority of the show took place at this ranch, but did you know that the ranch is still standing today? Several YouTube vloggers have visited the remains of the ranch, which appears as though Nickelodeon simply closed up shop one day and walked away. The set has been completely abandoned, but it has stood the test of time very well, unlike many of the jokes and episodes from Hey Dude. Considering that the set has been completely unkempt for nearly 3 decades, it is in general condition. The ranch can be found in the middle of an Arizona desert, with most of the show's props and furniture remaining inside. 8. Prada has become one of America's most beloved clothing brands. The company is well known for selling high-end, incredibly expensive merchandise, such as clothing and accessories, and has positioned itself as one of the most popular high-end brands in the United States. Stores have opened up all across the US, and Prada continues to rack in millions of dollars each year from its products. However, there is one Prada location that hasn't proven to be very profitable in recent years, hence why it was closed down a long time ago. In the middle of the desert in Valentine, Texas, there is a Prada location that remains fully stocked, yet closed for business. The store had its grand opening back in October of 2005, but closed soon after due to poor sales. No one knows why the company opened up a store in the middle of the Texas desert, as there are no shops to be found for several miles. All of the surrounding areas, fields, pastures, and gardens. Unless the store planned on selling boots and cowboy hats, it would make no sense for a location to have even been built. Regardless, the store still stands to this day, and all of the merchandise is still on the shelves. It's unbelievable that someone hasn't broken in and stolen the purses yet, as the place has virtually no security, and it seems as though power was shut off to the store many years ago. 7. History books may tell you that all ancient civilizations have dissolved over time. However, a small ancient civilization known as Euros still exists today. Nearly all of these people have passed away over the years, but several are still alive and well. Some members of the Euros tribe are living on floating islands that can be found in remote areas of Peru. The islands allegedly drift around the nearby waters and have no fixed location, and the small tribe is perfectly content with this lifestyle. The small settlement has existed for hundreds of years and shows no sign of decay. The tribe takes great pride in their homes and a small village, and keep it well groomed for any potential visitors who may pass by. Their island has become quite popular with tourists in recent years, and the Euros have done their best to sustain themselves with the increased revenue and resources that are brought by the visitors. 6. With the rise in herbal remedies and aromatherapy, natural hot springs have become very popular recently. People from all over the world travel to various parts of the United States to visit the healing springs in hopes that the mystical waters will wipe away their ailments. We all know that there is nothing particularly magical about the piping hot water that flows from these springs, aside from the fact that they are filled with large amounts of natural minerals that can soothe achy joints and arthritis. A man who owns a hot spring location in Utah has decided to open up his property to the public. Several hot springs are flowing through his property, and he has installed bathtubs at the base of a small hill to harness the waters and allow visitors to soak away their ailments, free of charge.
It's called male bonding, okay? Haven't you even seen wild hogs? Fine, get us some snacks.
You know what? Fuck it.
But I'm leaving my underwear on. Yeah, very nice. Shut up.
His property is in a rural area of Utah, and most people have no idea where he lives. However, if you manage to find him, you are welcome to soak in the tubs for as long as you'd like. 5. New Zealand has become the home of many different beautiful natural occurrences, from breathtaking mountains to waterfalls and wildlife that cannot be found anywhere else in the world. New Zealand is a one-stop shop for any outdoor lover. New Zealand is also the location of an exclusive set of caves that can be found in the middle of a northern island, known as the Waitomo Glowworm Caves. The caves are filled with bioluminescent worms that glow in the dark and hang from the ceilings of the caves. Visitors are allowed to roam through the caves and witness nature's beauty, but they are asked not to disturb the worms or cause them any harm. This is the only place in the world where these worms are known to live, and it's yet another reason to visit New Zealand on your next vacation. 4. Airstream Ranch is the name given to a ranch in the middle of Dover, Florida. The ranch is about 15 miles from the nearest populated area and is surrounded by nothing but fields and homes that are scattered acres apart from one another. In the middle of one of these fields, you can see a series of Airstream travel trailers that have been buried nose first into the ground. This may seem like a random find at first, but the trailers were originally buried there as part of a marketing stunt by Airstream to celebrate their 75th anniversary. After the anniversary passed, they just left the trailers there and never bothered removing them. The location has since become a hotspot for Instagram models. 3. The Georgia Guidestones, also known as America's Stonehenge, is a group of large tablets that have been placed on top of a hill in Georgia, far away from any signs of civilization. The stones are engraved with 4 key languages, each providing instructions on how to rebuild a functional society after doomsday has taken place. These stones have been the cause of countless conspiracy theories over the years, and most people have no idea who built the stones or placed them there. They are quite creepy, considering that we don't know why someone would feel the need to write these instructions, unless doomsday is coming much sooner than we think. 2. The Fly Geyser is a very interesting work of natural art. The geyser was accidentally created after a crew were drilling in the area as part of a project created by the nearby geothermal power plant.
Alright, we're in. Bring another length. We're cutting through pretty good.
There's some stuff in here I ain't never seen.
After drilling had concluded, the geyser was not properly plugged and water began to shoot out of it at a ridiculously fast rate. This caused large calcium deposits to push their way to the surface and create the disturbing image you see here. From certain angles, the geyser resembles some sort of sea monster or tentacles bursting from the earth. It has since become a tourist attraction that can be found in Washoe County, Nevada. 1. Salvation Mountain has become quite popular recently and is, of course, located in the middle of a desert. The mountain was hand-painted, with its creator saying that the mountain and art is a tribute to God and his gift to the world. The artwork is filled with religious messages, crosses, and other Christian-based imagery. The mountain has become popular with the rise of social media, with many users searching for the mountain in hopes of getting a ton of likes on Instagram. The artwork's message is quite sincere, and Leonard seems to be happy that so many people are enjoying his art, and hopefully his message to the world to spread love and positivity during these increasingly difficult times we are living in.